1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Ready? How do you change? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Huh.
Stream what?
Ustream.tv/I love Zomby. Whoa. What's up? How are ya? How you doing? Welcome. Say hi.
That angle's terrible. Like, really bad.
They hearted your angle.
You stream what?
.com/I love Zombie. Later, dude. Have a good night at work.
Who's that?
Justin.
Oh.
Here, let's switch. We're still adjusting to figure out what's the best way to make this Ustream work. Thank you for staying up.
Periscope, right?
Correct. Oh man. Say hi. Gracias. It's an old vintage shirt I got.
Oh, I did that right.
I think you did. Okay. This thing's not working. How'd you make it sit last time?
Oh, it was my phone. My phone's better. See, that's why it's a bad angle. What is that?
Light.
Yeah.
So what?
It's your charger.
We're figuring
it's the
out
fact that
angles
your phone
here.
is plugged in.
Okay, I'm gonna take off my phone.
How much?
I think
battery?
40.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. So, but there, look, you're completely blocked off.
Oh Lord Jesus.
All right, there we go.
And there's that bad angle again.
Is
You're
that
really
better?
bad at this.
I am.
Give it to me.
That's why I'm not a videographer. Oh man, that's actually really good. But you still got the light.
Well, I'm trying to avoid that. This is the shit that you're supposed to figure out before you go live.
You're 100% right.
There.
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how are you guys? Good evening. Thank you for joining us on Labor Day Monday. Hope you guys had your beers, your ribs, your burgers. What else? What else do you have on Labor Day?
Rest.
Rest.
No work.
But retail works. So it's not Labor Day for retail workers.
But you get time paid and a half.
That's true. That's true.
So it's worth it.
So tonight we're going to talk about our Vegas trip, which was awesome. We want to take another one already, right?
Yeah. How do you look at comments on this one?
Scroll down. Chat.
You can still talk.
It's an awkward moment of silence. And then we're going to talk about Mercury retrograde. As you can see, it's fucking with us right now with all this like tech stuff. And then back to school for all the parents out there. It's an exciting week for us. I think a lot of schools in the LA district have gone back already.
Most of them have. I think we're the last district.
Yeah. Torrance Unified likes to do like old school summer.
Yeah, Torrance Unified actually follows real school schedule. Like
August 2nd,
yeah,
some
like
of them.
They're in school during fall and winter, and they're in spring, and they're out of school during summer. Like
Cheers.
That's how it's supposed to be. People going back in August when it's still summertime, like that's stupid.
They're in Indiana though. Huh. Someone starts September 12th. Wow, that's insane.
Good.
So like our Vegas trip was something fun. It was something we haven't done since our 1-year anniversary where we went to San Francisco.
But we didn't have children, so it doesn't count.
No, but I mean even with friends and stuff. Like
We
no
didn't have
friends, no friends, no family, no nothing.
We got married. We barely knew each other. All our friends were like, "You're fucking crazy. Peace out."
So it was cool. It was a definitely different change. It was difficult leaving the house. That first like 10 minutes was hard.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving the monkeys for 4 days. They were
Red
actually
eye.
pretty brave. I
Look,
think my eyes are
my
red.
eyes red. I have red eye. How does that happen?
You held back tears?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was hard.
I'm with them every day. Every day of my life, I am with them. There's not one time that I am not. So, it was fucking hard.
So, the drive there, it was cool. It was weird not having children in the back saying, "Mom, are we there yet? I need to go pee. Are we there yet?" 1,000 times. So that was fun. It was a change. It was different. It's a 4-hour drive without that. So we did our first regular stop, which we do is Baker, the giant thermometer, which is awesome. The little convenience store there is pretty cool. It's got a lot of trinkets and stuff. I like old towns like road towns like that, just cause.
Holes in the wall.
Yeah.
Me too.
You figure there's some bodies out there and stuff. Someone's died. Baker, I burped. Baker has in Baker.
Yeah.
Where
We need to stop by the saloon that we went to.
That
would
was-
like it. You guys would like it.
that was our next stop. So it's the Pioneer Saloon. That one was recommended by a friend of mine, Ernie. He's my barber. Ernie's Chop Shop. He's cut my hair for 15 years,
like
I think.
30 minutes away from the thermometer.
Nah, I think a little longer, like an hour.
Maybe an hour.
So
Oh, it's 30 minutes away from Vegas.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the saloon has been there since 1913, which is really rad. So it's 103 years old. It's pretty cool when you walk in. The floor is all old. The walls are really rad. But then you have all the new technology, which is cool. Like the guy actually takes your order on an iPad.
But he walks up to you like super country with like boots and jeans and like a t-shirt and a cowboy hat, and he's got an accent and everything, and then he pulls out his iPad to take your order.
And that was pretty rad. And then the jukebox, all digital. You actually have to download an app on your phone to get it actually going. So we got there. Really cool. Awesome. We ordered the Ghost Burger, which is what they're famous for. And I told Cindy, I was like, hey, go put a song on the jukebox. She's like, all right, whatever, cool. And what happened?
I forgot my wallet.
She left her wallet at home. She left her
I
wallet.
was so pissed. I was pissed at myself because I'm so good at packing, and I mean, I always pack for 2 adults, 2 kids, so I'm really organized and I list everything out and I have a checklist. And this time, like, in my head, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not taking the girls, so I can do this without a list. Like, I'm not stupid. I've done this plenty of times. It's just not taking anything for the girls. And I forgot my wallet.
She forgot her wallet. So, see, my personality is always the fixer. Like, I automatically start figuring out in my head, how do we fix this? There's no way we're driving home. Like, we're already 3.5 hours. We're 30 minutes out of Vegas. No way we're driving home. So I, figure out, hey, you know what? Next day shipping, either UPS or FedEx, they'll deliver it. I was thinking our friend Justin's house. And then we're like, all right, well, we could do it at the hotel. So I call my mom, which was, taking care of the girls. She comes home, finds the wallet right before 4:30. She's able to ship it out. So we're set. Our original plan was we were going to get there, go to Battleground Vegas, and then do the Palomino Club, which is a strip club at night on Monday when we got there. So plans changed.
Well, because right away you need your ID to get into a club. 1, you need your ID to shoot a fucking gun. 2, and that was the 2 things we were going to do, and I had no identification. Mind you, I was driving, too, from Los Angeles to Las Vegas.
Well, no, you drove from the saloon to
Las
Vegas.
after I found out I had no wallet and I had a beer inside me.
Oh, and
That's so not
the camera, our Camry, someone stole the little sticker plate, so we don't have a sticker on the Camry right now. So that's like 3 whammies, but we're like, fuck the world. So we got to Vegas, we checked in, we stayed at the Mirage, which is awesome. I've always wanted to stay there because of Vegas Vacation. Beautiful hotel, really cool, great service. You check in, and we go up to our room, get ourselves settled in, and we're like, oh, let's go down and have a drink at the pool. It was probably like around, 6, yeah. So like 6:30, I go get us a drinks. What I get? I get a whiskey sour, and you
No,
got.
Mai Tai.
Did you get a tequila sunrise?
No, I got a Mai Tai.
One, two. First of all, I was kind of surprised. I was like, it was almost $40 for those 2 drinks. I'm used to like playing, and then you pay $2 for a drink. So actually paying for a full price drink was kind of like a shock. So I was like, all right, whatever. We're in Vegas. So we're hanging out. We're hanging out at the pool. We didn't actually go in because we just wanted to check it out, just kind of roam around for a bit. And we're sitting at the pool, hanging out, chilling, and Cindy gets this alert on her phone.
Mm-hmm. That, you know, the Amber Alerts, like how it goes, and then you get like a message. It was a message. And it started going off, and it said, you know, flash flood warning at blah 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 blah, in, you know, whatever time in Las Vegas. And I was like, flash flood warning, like what the fuck? It's not even raining. But I ignore those fucking things all the time because when we get them in LA, they're always talking about flash flood warning, and nothing ever fucking happens. People panic with 2 inches of rain.
Yeah, Vegas was a lot different than the flash floods in LA.
Literally, I want to say probably like 5-10 minutes after we got the flash flood warning. We got it twice. 5-10 minutes after we got the second one, Angel points up at the trees, and he was like, babe, look at the trees, and they were just going ape shit.
See, and because it's the Mirage, like there's a lot of palm trees in
everywhere.
in the pool area, so you start seeing these things go. And then, like, I'm observing, just kind of like observing our environment. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's pretty trippy. I'm observing the environment, and then I start seeing the lifeguard telling the people inside the pool that they need to get out, that there's like a thunderstorm on its way, that they can't be in the pool. So you start seeing all these people kind of like panicking out of the pool while we're sitting there sipping our drink, and like it seems like the wind is getting harder because the trees are like bending more and more. It was like a scene
from Twister.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. So we're like, you know what? Let's just go to our room.
So like in the time of like getting up and walking to the hotel room to get inside, there was like crazy fucking wind and like shit flying in our eyes. Like it was like you literally had to like hold yourself up while it was like blowing. It was scary.
What did I tell you it's called?
You said a habubu or some shit like
a habubi?
Chris says it from the hotel room window a few trips back. Yeah, send me a pic. Yeah, but so then we go to our hotel room and we open the blinds and all you see is just fucking lightning.
It was pretty rad.
It was all night. So our first night there, it rained and there were thunderstorms.
See, yeah. I told it, it's a haboob.
Well, no, you were calling it something.
A habib, da boob.
Something way off.
A buoy.
Something different, and I kept telling you that that's not what it was called, and then we figured it out when we got
back. Exactly, Alibaba. But see, so our first night, like from our plan, it completely changed because of that. We don't like. I mean, what we were gonna do? She was gonna get carded everywhere we went, so we just kind of hung out. You know, did our thing in the room, which was awesome. Again, it was completely changed. You don't have kids going, "Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, what are we doing? Mom, let's play. Mom, let's do this." So that was pretty cool. You know, it was chill. We could watch TV, watch our shows without that aspect of like the kids. Tired?
I always yawn on these fucking things.
You have nice boobs. So the next morning, you know, we stayed up. I don't know, till like 2 a.m, 1 a.m. that night.
Night that we got there.
And then the next morning, woke up late, which is awesome, amazing. Woke up by like at 9:30 because we had to pick up the ID at 10:30 from the business center in Mirage. So we get there, called Battleground Vegas. So that's our first stop. Battleground Vegas, awesome. We've never shot weapons before. I'm not anti-guns, but I believe in like some sort of gun control or something, fixing the situation. Whatever.
But
so
you never wanted to shoot it.
Yeah, it never interested me. And then one day I said, fuck it. Like, let's just do it. So I told her, we started researching. There was a place called Burgers and Guns, Burgers and Bullets or something like that.
Which was my shit. But the reviews weren't great.
They pick you up. They take you out by the Hoover Dam. And then You shoot the guns you choose, and you have a burger. Which sounded great. It sounded awesome.
Well,
But then
because it was outdoor shooting too, so you had like outdoor targets,
yeah.
which was cool.
So we started researching more, and then I found Battleground Vegas. Started reading the reviews. All the reviews were awesome, amazing. And then what's cool is they set up packages. So like they have a package which is like a handgun, a machine gun, and a shotgun, or a package where it's like 4 sniper rifles, or a package where it's like a grenade launcher. I don't know if it's a grenade launcher, but stuff like that. Yeah. Like a bunch of packages. They have like the D-Day package, which is like what they fought in World War II, what they used in World War II. Then they have like a mob boss package, and you have a Tommy gun in it, which was really rad. So I was like, oh, cool, and you could share the packages. It was awesome. So we decided to go there. We called them. They pick you up in a Humvee. So what was the gentleman's name? Andrew? I think is his name, the driver. He picked us up. Total cool dude. We were the only ones that got picked up at that time period. They pick you up in this really rad Humvee. You go down the street in Vegas. The whole time he's explaining to you, like, you know, how the Humvees work and what they do. He's like talking to you about the military, because I believe all of them are ex-military.
They're all military.
So he's telling us like that there's points where the driver like can't get out of the Humvee, which is fucking trippy.
Because he has to be on alert all the time.
So he's like, we'll go 2-3 days without leaving the Humvee. And he's showing us like the space. So he's like, you're trying to figure out how to stretch your legs and all that stuff. So you're like, whoa, trippy. Totally cool guy. Very humble, very chill. You don't feel like you're being judged because you're a novice or you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, no. I never felt that way. I never felt that they were looking at me like I was just some stupid kid that wanted to shoot a gun. Like, no, they're very humble, and they love what they do. Teaching people what they know everything about, what life is for them.
So we get there. It's pretty cool. They give you pay for your package, and then they give you a little like those buzzers like at the restaurant, so you could walk around the store. The store's really rad. It's all like weapons and like bullets. They have like keychains, plugs, backpacks. Yeah, and it's all really decently priced. It's really cool. So the package we chose was a regular 9mm, an M15, 12 gauge shotgun, a sniper rifle,
Terrible.
And they added an AK-47. So how it works, the handgun we shared, the M15 we shared, the shotgun she shot, the sniper rifle I shot, and we shared the AK-47.
And the way we shared is so like, for example, the handgun was 30 rounds?
25. Or no, 20 rounds.
20
so you
rounds,
shot 10
so
and I
then shot 10 and he shoots 10. That's
so when you go up, and the guy there, his name was Zach. Again, very chill, very like comfortable. You didn't feel intimidated when you were there, especially for us being our first time.
I was intimidated by the guns, but not him.
Yeah, like it was really cool. Like I always bring up this example on things like this. Like when people are into certain things, into certain cultures, like gun culture or comics or toys or fitness, like you get these people that are very elitist, and if you don't look or feel like them, you're shunned. Like there's a comic shop by where we live called Jeffrey's Comics, where if you don't look the part of a comic book person, which I don't know what it would be, like I always get horrible service there. Horrible. Like it feels like I've asked questions, and I'm learning, because you're always learning about stuff, and they look at you like you're an idiot. And here it was rad because you didn't feel that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was welcoming. It was scary, but it was awesome. And they explain everything to a T. They explain how the gun works and where your hand needs to be, where your finger needs to be, where you're pointing. Like it's not. They don't just hand you a gun and expect you to know what you're doing.
Yeah. So Zach, he's like, who's gonna go first? I was like, she goes first. So the first one you shot was the 9mm.
Which was crazy. I mean, I went in with knowing that guns were going to be super powerful, and I was probably going to hurt after from, like, the strength. But the handgun was like, it's shocking how powerful a gun can be. Obviously, with the damage it can do too, but like, and they're heavy, which is something I've never held a gun before in my life. So like when I held it, they're heavy, like really heavy. So that was cool.
So that was rad. Like the 9mm was really cool, the little kickback and stuff. And then you shot the M15.
Yeah.
Which was a machine gun.
Yeah, and then there was a point where he let me shoot about halfway, and then the next half he put it on auto, which shoots more bullets. I don't know how many, and I didn't like it, so then I went back to the single.
Yeah, and see, and it's different because like the 9mm, you feel that kick when the gun's shooting. With the M15, it's the same bullet. It's a 9mm, I believe, and the kick's different just because the gun's heavier and you have more control of it. Yeah. So that's something you notice right away. It's different. Then you shot the shotgun. That was your favorite.
No, it was not.
But you kicked ass at it.
I hated the fucking shotgun. I shot it one time, and my skull vibrated so hard. It was so bad that my teeth slammed up against each other every time I shot the gun. It just went, like, it was so bad. I shot it one time and I turned around and I was like, I don't want to do it. Like, I'm done. And he told me, the instructor, Zach, he was like, no, like, you have to. You're obligated to finish your rounds. He can't take your rounds. So I'm like, fuck. And the whole time he was very motivating, though. I remember that. The whole time he was like, you're doing good. You're fine. And every time I'd shoot it, he'd, like, throw some encouraging words like badass or, you know, you're doing good and stuff. So it was nice, but I was just getting through those 5 rounds because they were awful.
Was it 5?
It was 5. It was 5 because I was counting in my fucking head. One more.
So then, bad. And then after that, she shot the AK-47.
I almost fine.
Which was gnarly. Like,
well, I was scared, and then he told me, I was like, I don't want to do it, and then he was like, you shot a shotgun. Like, this is cake compared to the shotgun. And when I shot it, yeah, it was really easy.
And like, what's such a trip is like, you go in there with ear protection, obviously, eye protection, and even with that, like, there was a person like to the right of us. I don't know what he was shooting, but just the sound of it is a trip because your whole body feels the boom of it. It was gnarly. So the AK-47 was like that. You feel it, and you start thinking.
Oh, and then it has fire when you shoot out. He was like, everybody's scared of this one because of the fire at the end of the gun, like, thingy. I'm like, there's fucking fire by my face. Oh, and then there was a point where he was like showing us how to hold the gun, and then he's like, and you're gonna rest your chin on this part, and I was like, you want my face on the gun? And he's like, he looked at me like, bitch, relax, it's not that bad, you know. But it was real. I'm like, face on a gun doesn't sound safe at all.
So the AK-47 is funny because that's the one, like, you know, you see in the movies, and you see dudes just fucking coming in and shooting, and like, now that you've shot it, or I've shot it, you sit back and you're like,
that's a lie.
Fucking even worse. Like,
that's a Hollywood gun.
You're shooting this AK-47, and the kick, like, you switched it over to fully auto for mine when I was shooting, and yeah, like, you have to put your strength into it to hold that motherfucker down before it starts going.
Yeah, and then, like, when you shoot, you go on automatic, if you're not holding it right, that shit goes up. And it does. Like, when I was shooting it, when he asked me to go on automatic, and then I shot it, I didn't go up. I went, like, sideways like this. And I was like, yeah, no, put it back. Because I had no control over the gun. What are you doing?
Trying to figure out so I could charge it because I'm afraid the phone's going to die. Then I shot the sniper, which was, like, the one I was really looking forward to. When I was a kid, like, I had told myself, oh, I'm going to grow up to be a sniper. Like, because of all the sniper movies with, like, Sylvester Stallone and stuff like that. Totally rad. Like, it was weird at first trying to get the focus on the eyesight at first because I thought I had to use just one eye, but you focus with both eyes. Once I got it, boom, 5 shots to the head. It was perfect. It was really cool. I don't know how far out I was shooting, but it was fun. After, they have like a whole setup outside of like old military vehicles. Like, they have actually a missile just chilling there.
Big ass fucking missile, probably the size of my house.
Yeah, it was rad. And
it's just crazy that those things fall out of planes on the countries and people.
Yeah, it's very eye opening in that sense. You could also crush a car. I think it's like $2,000. You get in a tank and they bring out a little car, a little putter, and
And you roll over it.
you crush it.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you could afford it, I think it'd
Why
be
the fuck
fun
not?
and this experience. You know, you're basically paying for the little car getting fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. Then you go back and you let them know, hey, we're ready to go back to the hotel. They take you out. See, my phone's gonna die. Boom, moved it to low power mode. What? So we get there. There's this guy. He's like, all right, you guys ready to go? You sure right now? And I was like, yeah. So he takes us again by ourselves, no one else in the car. I actually ride in the front this time, and Cindy rides in the back because it's a different type of Humvee. And this dude, his name's AJ. Totally fucking cool. Like the whole time he's talking to us, he's telling us, yeah,
like we were friends.
He's telling us like what's happening in Vegas, and we start talking about the Raiders going to Vegas, and then out of my hotel room, there was something that said Reef Dispensary. And in my head, I didn't know that they were legalizing marijuana in Vegas or in Nevada. And in my head, the whole time I'm like, oh, that's probably it's a dispensary for fish stuff, Reef Dispensary.
They don't fish in Vegas.
No, like for the tanks and stuff. Like the Mirage has the tanks, the Mandalay Bay has the tanks. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he starts telling us, he's like, yeah, we have one of the biggest dispensaries right here. And he points at it, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. It's not the reef, it's reefer dispensaries. And I was like, oh, that's a trip. And he's like, yeah, we're legalizing it. We're legalizing it pretty soon. It's gonna go on the ballot, and we're pretty sure we're gonna approve it. And in my head, I just feel like an idiot. What meme did I send you, or GIF did I send you? The one from hide your wife, hide your children.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
That's all that was playing in my head. I don't know if you guys get those little moments in your head where you're like, shit.
I didn't know that. I didn't think you actually thought like reef, like coral reef.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
That's the last thing I think of when I'm in Vegas. Coral reef.
Well, no, but see, you think about it, like all these fucking hotels have really nice tanks. So I was like, oh, it makes fucking sense.
You right.
So, anyways, we get back to our hotel, and we're we just go to the pool. Like that was one of our goals, is to hang out at the pool and drink. So we do that. We at first, like, you can't fight shade. We're going around everywhere, and like it's nowhere to be seen, and it's great. Yeah, you're out there for the sun, but
not Vegas, son.
Fuck.
That shit's like a fryer. What?
the reef. So we hang out, we're chilling, blah blah blah. We set up our plan to go to the Palomino Club at night again, where they pick you up. Totally cool. That's awesome.
No, we were supposed to go clubbing.
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to go to.
Like, I'd rather go to the.
Where were we supposed to go?
Dre's.
Yeah, we even got on the guest list.
Yeah, we were gonna go to a club, and then after the pool, we went to our hotel room because we ate in our room the whole time in bed. That's what we did. Because, I mean,
naked.
Who wants to go
the whole time?
Like when we get to go out, we go to dinner, and this time we get to obviously go out. But I didn't want to do like a stuffy restaurant and like have to wear nice clothes. Like I wanted to be comfortable because we don't ever get to do that at home. So all the nights we had dinner in bed naked. And then we were sitting there and I told him, I'm like, you know what, like I don't feel like going dancing today. Do you want to go to the Palomino Club instead? Like swap nights. And he was down for it.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited. Again, I thought like something I wanted to do for this trip is something we haven't really done as like me and her. The last time I did a strip club I was like 18, 19.
I was 19.
And honestly, like at that point of my life, it was something I wasn't into. Like I knew, hey, you know what, nothing's going to happen with these girls. Like what the fuck what's the point of going to this?
You felt like you were wasting your time?
Yeah, I felt, yeah, at that point. it just didn't interest it.
Well, I went to the strip club the last time in June when I went with the girls, but it was a male strip club, which is completely different.
Yeah.
Like a female strip club, I hadn't been since I was 19 years old, and that was just topless because they didn't have nude ones around here.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Well, when I would go, we never went to nude ones. I don't know if they did or they didn't.
But you never went to nude ones. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm moving around. This doesn't work. It's just my phone needs to get charged, or else I'm going to lose Periscope. If we lose Periscope, then we'll go over to
my phone.
Her phone. We'll charge your phone. So again, same thing. Really rad. You call them up, let them know, hey, you know what? Pick us up. We're at the Mirage.
They pick us up there too.
So we set up. I think it was at 11. We got dressed, got ready,
Which
cool.
was way odd to even get dressed and ready at that hour.
Like 10 p.m. we started getting ready.
We're old. And I don't mean old in age, but we're comfortable with our routine. At that time, we're already in bed, like binge watching on some show, binging on some snacks, and chilling in our pajamas. Like at that time, that's life for us. So when we're in Vegas and it's 11:30 and you're walking down the hotel in heels, like that's not natural. My body was like, what the fuck?
So they pick us up again, really rad. They pick you up in like this party bus, and at first, you're going as a couple to a strip club. So you're like, how is it going to be? What are you getting yourself into? But we said, fuck it, let's just go for it. We get in there. There's another couple chilling that they got picked up to, and then like 4 dudes in the back. Really cool. Just hang out. You take the drive. It's by downtown Vegas, so it's not the savouriest area.
Oh no, it's not safe at all.
But it's a really rad club. It's been there since I think the 69.
I don't want to see it with the lights on though.
No, I want to see it with the lights on.
Dirty as fuck. Because you can see how dirty the carpet is with the lights off.
But see, I think that's what makes it so rad. Like, see, I like grimy shit like that.
And I don't mean dirty like, oh, there's semen or like all that dumb shit. No, I mean dirty. Like they've never washed the carpets in this place, and it's been open since what,
1969.
Oh, yeah, it's dirty.
So it's the only full bar live nude in Vegas. Like there's no other one in Vegas. When they started making the bars go, or the strip clubs go dry, this one got grandfathered, and that was it.
What do you mean by that?
What? Strip
clubs go dry.
Like they don't sell booze at the other strip clubs.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I chose this one.
That sucks.
Yeah, so this one...
Too rowdy. But that's everything, though. It's Vegas. Vegas is rowdy. So you can't say that too much.
Well, I mean, but that's one of the reasons why they changed it, I think. So here, anyways, again, okay. You go in there. It's really cool. You hang out. Like, they have different packages also. We didn't choose any package or anything. We just went right up to the rail. I follow this Tumblr called #StripperProblems. So from that, like, again, it interested me again how it's basically a Tumblr where strippers go on there and talk about their days and stuff like that.
I didn't know. Full nudes don't typically.
A lot of the times that I read stuff on there, they talk about like people being just fucking rude and assholes and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I told Cindy, I'm like, let me message this person and see what like the etiquette to strip clubs is. I don't want these girls to feel like assholes.
Basically, yeah. So I'll talk with her. I'm gonna listen to music. Thanks. No, short story. I hate it. I was in the bathroom and someone on Ustream, what is this? Periscope. Someone said they liked my makeup. I was sweating and I couldn't apply my eyebrows and my eyeliner because there was sweat. So if I go up close, it's really bad. So it's like you just gotta admire it from afar. So thanks.
You're a dork.
Okay, keep going.
So where was I at?
Shut up! I like compliments.
I know. So right. What was I talking about?
Talking about the etiquette and
so she messages back like what's proper tipping and like how it works and what they enjoy as a stripper, and I was like, all right, cool, you know. So we got there, we sat right by the rail. We got ourselves a drinks. Drinks were awesome, well priced, really cool. Um, we like the dancers start coming out, and I mean, like, yes, you're there for ass, titties, and vagina, okay,
Obviously.
and it's very enjoyable. Like they're all very attractive, but like again, you look into the art of it, and it's fucking insane what these chicks do. Like, you know, we're into fitness, so like seeing these girls go up the pole or lift themselves up fucking with just their arms, all I'm thinking about is like fucking core strength they fucking have to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I think we both appreciated the art and like the effort and the amazingness of their talent that we forgot they were naked. Every now and again we'd be reminded like, oh, there's the titties. There's the vagina. But most of the time, like, these girls, like, dude, it's freaking art. Like when they go up there and they come down like super fast and stop right before they hit the ground, and the only thing holding them up is their thighs. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. And I mean, yeah, like there was very attractive women, and like it's really cool the attention. Like she got a ton of attention, and I think it's a sense of like respect for the couple, I'm assuming.
Well, what was the analogy that the
So
Tumblr
so
told you?
I messaged her and I was like, you know, like we went, but none of the strippers like came up to me and her. Like we kept
Because
seeing
you know
them.
how they circle around the room and they ask guys if they want to dance and do that stuff and work because they're working. That's what they're doing. They never came up to Angel and I. They never sat on my lap or Angel's lap and asked if like we wanted to dance.
So I again I messaged. What do you mean? Someone said on Periscope, I don't think my Midwestern heart could handle it. What do you mean?
Yeah.
So I messaged her again and I was like, look, what, like, how does it work? You know, what happens for next time? Just so, you know, if we want to dance, how does that work? And she explained, and we'll talk about that too. She said, you look at it as these girls are, let's use this analogy, waiters. And they're going around to these guys because their cup is half empty. But I'm with my partner, so my cup's full. They don't feel they need to
offer.
Yeah, fill my cup. In a sense, create a fantasy.
Made a lot of fucking sense.
Yeah, and it makes sense. It's true. So I understand that. Like it
I think they understand that we're there as a couple, and he's there to enjoy it with me as I am with him. So we're not really looking to pleasure ourselves individually. So why even approach them? Let them have their fun. Leave them alone. And that's how it was. I did get attention, meaning in the sense when the dancers were performing, they would come down, you know, motorboat or other things, or be cute, drop compliments. I got a lot of compliments. But that's the kind of attention he means.
And the attention on stage was cool too. You know, like they create, their job is to create this fantasy, and it was rad. Like them being on stage and the way they're dancing, and you saw some dancers that were really into it and very seductive and stuff like that, and it was awesome. It was
and the different
rad
styles too.
Yeah,
like, there's some that come out to really sensual songs and like do a really slow and sensual dance, and then there's some that come out to a really aggressive like song and their dance is really aggressive, and like so it's so different, like their genres of choice in music, because it's a reflection of them.
Yeah, Rams. So
yeah,
so there was this chick and she comes out like, and the first song is Rammstein. I'm like, oh, it's cool, you know, it's rad. And then her second song is Rammstein again. And, like, she does this thing where she does a handstand and then, like, she shakes her butt right in front of you. And because she saw, like, I was into it because of the music, like, she did it right in front of us, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. So after I'm like, dude, like, you chose fucking Rammstein. That was fucking awesome. It was just rad because you don't expect that. You know, you don't expect...
Well, and her look didn't show that she was into Rammstein. She was black. and she was very ethnic. Like, she had her head wrap on, and her underwear was very, like, her style, her genre, her culture, all of that. So you wouldn't expect her to come out to Ramstein.
It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
The husband and wife situation, someone brought it up. What would hold you back? Like, what's your thought process at that moment?
If you're comfortable.
Yeah, if you're comfortable on Periscope.
Because we've heard, there was a point that when Angel went to the bathroom, there was a woman that's a dancer. She sat next to me. She was very skinny, thin, super small, was covered in tattoos. Not covered, but she had a lot of tattoos. She was like alternative looking. And oh, well, I mean,
that didn't happen here.
No.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, so that's going on to my topic. So she sat next to me, and she was like, "Oh, is this your first time here?" And I was like, "Yeah, my husband's in the bathroom." And she's like, "Oh, you came with your husband?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, she was like, is this your first time? And I was like, "Yeah, it's our first time at a strip club together." And she looked at me all confused, and she's like, "And you came to an all nude strip joint?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And she's like, "Wives don't do that, like, with their husbands." She's like, "They have hard times, like, going just to topless, and, like, you're at a nude one." And I'm like, I mean, to me, that's the point. If I'm going to see a dancer, like, she's going to dance, I don't know. I never thought about it. I never, when we were looking into strip clubs and Angel mentioned it was full nude, it didn't cross my mind that, oh, it was full nude. Oh, there's vaginas. Like, that's what I expect going into a strip club, so I didn't even think about it. So when she told me that, she was telling me that, like, women normally go to... It's rare to see a woman enjoy herself at a strip club with her husband. And she's like, women normally come to strip joints to support their husbands in them wanting to go. And then it ends up causing problems. And then she started spewing all these stories about all these husband and wife problems that she's had over the time that she's been a dancer. And I'm like, okay, but it was never weird to me to go. It was never wrong. It never scared me. Like, I can handle sitting there.
I mean, that's understandable.
I mean, yeah. And you have every right to feel that way. You're not wrong. That's how you feel, and that's right. But to me, like, it just never crossed my mind. I never was worried that there was going to be other ass and vagina in Angel's face. Like, we had so much fun together, staring at the same women and enjoying the same women and having, like you said, butts and asses and vaginas in our face, because he didn't get the same attention I did, but there was dancing at him. So there was crotch in his face and ass in his face and all that stuff. So I enjoyed that, watching that. I wasn't scared. I never questioned it. When we left, I wasn't like, "Oh, did you like it more than mine?" Like,
yeah,
no.
See, I think you go into that mindset already, and I think we're at that. We have that comfort where we go in that mindset of we're gonna go there to enjoy it together, and it's not like, oh, she's gonna enjoy it more or I'm gonna enjoy it more. We're just gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it was awesome, a great experience. If you guys do want to do it, go to the Palomino Club. And again, it's really rad. The driver originally had said, "Hey, you know what? Like, these are the times usually I go back to the hotels to do the drop-offs. If you guys
it's like
need
2
and 4 a.m." We checked the time when we looked at our phones, and it was 5 a.m, and they kicked us out.
We closed out the strip club.
Yeah.
And then when we checked out, we figured out that we had a lot of drinks.
Yeah. We had a
did not
lot of
realize
drinks.
that
Yeah.
at all. The time just went
moments.
on.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was just enjoyable with her, and we were.
There was points where we were dancing with the strippers because the music was so good. Like, it was just.
And see,
fun.
I think that's where, like, the difference was from when me going with my friends and me going with Cindy. Was with my friends, like, they have this skewed, or the people I have gone with, this skewed mentality of, like, oh, I'm gonna fuck a stripper, I'm gonna take the stripper home, or whatever. And I know that, like, you're not gonna take the
But
stripper
you
home.
don't know.
You know, and back then. So now with her, like, I think it was so enjoyable because we were both enjoying it, and I knew she was enjoying it. What's up, man? I knew she was enjoying it, and I was enjoying it, and it wasn't that aspect of like, oh, you know, we're enjoying it because we want to have sex with these people. We're enjoying it because we're just appreciating
art.
the art of the dance, the beauty of these women and stuff like that. Like, I think that's what made it so enjoyable. And yeah, like we closed out. Like we went outside, and like we were like the last two that walked out of the strip club, and the guy's like, you know, do you guys have a cab? We're calling Uber, and I was trying to figure out Uber, and a cab pulled up because the guy's like, yeah, you don't want to walk in this neighborhood right now, and I was like, yeah, we're not walking.
It's 5 a.m.
Don't worry. So we got a cab, which, if there's cab drivers out there that are listening to this, like, that's the hard part between Uber and cabs. Like, it was $25 from there to the hotel.
We Ubered the day after.
Yeah, right? we enjoyed it so much we went a second night. The second night we Ubered back, and it was $12. So you figure like that. It's nuts. It's insane.
Well,
the
when
amount
I
of
told
money.
you when I went with the girls, when I went on the.
But see, that's someone said they'd be so scared because they're in a same-sex relationship, and they've never even been to a strip club. But see, that's where, like, it's something you discuss with your partner, and sometimes, yeah, it's gonna work, and sometimes no, it's not, you know, and it's something that interests you and all that stuff. Like, see, I think for me, sexuality in general interests me. Say hi to Cassius.
Oh, she's getting down to drink water. Shaking her butt.
So it's something that interests me, especially after following this Tumblr that I told you, the stripper, the hashtag stripper problems. Like, it's something that I view, and we had this discussion about it, you know, how people, the teacher that was a waitress, and we'll explain why this coincides. Does that tell them the story?
Well, she was fully tattooed, right? Is that the problem? Yeah, okay. So she was fully tattooed. She's a waitress. She was fully tattooed. She went to drop the food off, and she had a Batman tattoo, I think, or Wonder Woman. It was like a superhero. And the little boy says, I like your tattoo. And she's like, thanks. And so then the dad very smartly says, like, he says, oh, you know, I hope you enjoy waiting tables for the rest of your life. Meaning that she's garbage because she has tattoos. And so then she looked at him and she said, actually, and she's like, actually, this is my second job. And she's like, I'm going to enjoy 10%. She's like, actually, this is my second job. I enjoy teaching your son more. So she ended up being the little boy's teacher. Yeah, and the man just walked away, I guess.
So, like, what I'm bringing that up is, I think our society bases so much, like, how people are on appearance and how much they make and stuff like that because of degrees and so forth. And I was telling Cindy, I'm like, you know, sometimes, like, there's waiter, like, we have waiter friends that make a ton of money. What the fuck do they need a degree for? Like, they're waiters. Like, that's their career, and they're fine making that money, you know? And the stripper conversation came on, and, like, some of these strippers make a ton of fucking money. What the fuck do they want a degree for? You know?
Some of them are even dancing for that degree.
Yeah. And like, for someone to again,
belittle?
Judge or belittle, whether it be a waitress or a stripper, I think it's so silly. It's so silly.
I think if it doesn't hurt you or affect you in the slightest, why would you have an opinion on it? For example, the guy with the woman and the tattoo. They do, dude. Her having a tattoo doesn't hurt him, so why did he have to make a comment?
Yeah.
You know
so
what I mean?
and the conversation came up because of that Tumblr that I follow. Sometimes you get guys that are just fucking assholes. You know? Yeah, see? Like, you have dudes, again, and that's, again, goes into, like, the mentality. Like, you have these dudes coming in here, and they're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna get laid by this stripper.
There were so many guys like that towards, like, 2 a.m. That's when they all came out.
And you're like, like, dude, come on. Like, that's not how it works to a certain extent. Yeah, but see, they know how to handle it, and that's another thing I was telling
I
her.
don't
Like,
think I'd be able to handle it, to be honest.
like they
If
know
it was me.
they know how to handle themselves, and they know how to react to these guys because they've done it before. They've
Well,
been doing
and
it.
like, and they take care of them like so well there. Like there was these rowdy guys next to me, and the bouncer like came up to them twice and was very aggressive. And there was a point where he tried touching one of the dancers, and she even turned around and she was like, "No." And like started dancing for someone else and completely ignored him the rest of the night. So you end up losing in a strip club if you're like that, because none of the girls are going to end up paying attention to you.
Yeah.
So, and isn't that the point? You're paying for attention.
Yeah. So we did that Tuesday night, and then we went back Wednesday because we enjoyed it so much.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was less drinks.
Yeah. It was more chill.
Yeah.
The rest of the trip was just honestly, like she said,
Lounge.
lounging, hanging at the pool, not doing anything. We didn't gamble, and I enjoy gambling, but we didn't.
Well, I didn't shop, and I enjoy shopping.
It was a good reset for, dude, a ton. I'll show you later. I'll send you a special video. You appreciated that moment of like, hey, you know what? This is how it is. Just the both of us.
No, we've tried going once though, but it was crazy busy. Oh wait, no, I'm talking about something else. Never mind.
So we enjoyed just that time of just being just the both of us. It was fun. It was cool. You know, and we missed our girls like crazy.
Yeah, towards the end, Tula actually got sick
on Wednesday night.
Her body was just not happy.
Like, hey, you guys need to fucking come home.
So she actually got sick. So, and she was like sending us pictures of her crying.
They have their iPads, and I set up like their emails, so they could like text us, you know, like through iMessage, keep communicating with us. And they use it. They enjoy it. Like in the morning, I'll be at work, and then I'll get a text from Tallulah, "I love you, Dad," or like they'll send me videos or being silly. And that's something that was awesome with the whole trip. That was something that was awesome with the trip was that we communicated with them the whole time. You know, like Tula started watching Monday Night Raw, and she was like texting me like what was going on in little videos.
But because she's still not great with spelling words, she's barely learning, she would send videos of like, "Oh, Dad, this happened with Seth Rollins and da-da-da-da. Who do you think is gonna win? Send me a video, okay?" And then like we'd send a video back so she wouldn't struggle with reading. So it was cool.
Yeah, it was rad. So it was an awesome trip. Can't wait to do it again. I think going away at this point, I think it's gonna be more often in the sense where it's just me and her. Wow. Just because I enjoyed it. Like it's not that I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it before. Mm-hmm. It's just you get set up so much in your routine and your dailies, and you figure, hey, you know what? Like I try to take her out as much as I can, or vice versa. Like we go on dates all the time, you know. Mm-hmm. But I think getaways like this, where it's a 24-hour just you two again, I think it's fucking awesome. It's a connection again. Yeah. So that was Vegas. So if you guys are going to Vegas and you want to shoot a gun,
Dana's going.
Battleground Vegas, do it. It's awesome. And the Palomino Club, awesome and amazing.
Yeah. Mirage.
Yeah, the Mirage was really rad.
It was cool. I think Lucy's going in October too.
No, she was just there.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now our next topic is, I don't know if you guys even know what this is. Do you want to tell them?
What?
Mercury retrograde.
Your night text.
Yeah, Mercury retrograde. The first time I learned about this was in January.
Did you tell me about it? Or
no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You
told me about it. In January, I had an emotional breakdown. And I don't usually, I'm very like calm and collected, and I know how to pick my words and so forth. January, I didn't. And I hurt friends, I hurt their feelings, and I I just recently I apologized to them, and I told them, hey, you know what, I fucked up and my bad, because at that moment I said, fuck this, I'm not wrong, fuck it. But you'll pass it. But how often does Mercury retrograde happen?
3 times a year for 3 weeks.
So what
right?
What happens with these motherfuckers?
These motherfuckers. So basically, it's Mercury aligning with some other planet. I don't know the exact shit, but there's something that happens with the planets, and it ends up looking like the motherfuckers are moving backwards. So
my anus.
So it fucks up the universe and the aura, which in turns fucks our shit up. And what can happen is emotional breakdowns and technology taking a shit. If you notice that your phone shuts off every now and then, or you get booted off an app for no reason, that's Mercury fucking with ya. Dogs fucking go crazy. Your kids go crazy. Some shit happens at work.
It's Mercury retrograde.
Your car all of a sudden takes a dump. Like, it's all kinds of fucked up shit that happens for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it is.
In 1 month.
So we found out that Mercury retrograde started last week, I guess, on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, see, and that's the thing. So my coworker at work, for some reason it came up. Oh man, someone fell off a ladder and broke his arm. Blame it on the Mercury.
Mercury retrograde, but that bitch is not paying insurance.
So I came out and something happened, and I was like, it's Mercury retrograde, dude. And she looked at me and she's like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, what? And she's like, you don't believe in that shit. And I was like, it's not that I believe in it. It's just that scientifically it's something that's happened. You look at, so if a girl is on her monthly and this shit at the same time, everyone's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hide your children,
hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, see, like, so the way I explain, see,
crazy.
I mean, I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in that aspect. Okay, but astrology gets me because there's science behind it. The way I put it to her, I was like, the moon controls the tides. Our beings, we're 75% water. So how is that not gonna fucking affect us in a certain way? That's why, like, no, I'm good.
You want to put my phone up so you can take a break?
No, because I think it cuts off, and I don't want to cut off. Oh. Sorry, interruption. So, damn, my husband, thank you.
No, the water and the moon and it fucks shut up. I got you, babe.
So that's why, like, your signs and all that stuff, like, there's something to it. Like horoscopes and stuff, I don't believe because it's man written, but when it comes to like traits of a Pisces or an Aries or a Sagittarius or whatever, like, yeah, a lot of the times it's true. And the way I broke it down to Daniela, my coworker, was I would say those traits are about 80% correct, and there's the 20% that you're off. Okay, find Pisces real quick.
Oh, you're gonna make them find out how I am.
Yeah, to the T.
All right, hold on.
Where are you walking to?
I'm getting my glasses.
I'm an Aries too, and we're amazing.
Oh Lord.
We're amazing. It's normal. That's one of my traits. One of our traits, being awesome.
Shut up.
What are you looking for?
My glasses.
Why are you looking for your glasses?
Because I'm gonna read.
Oh, dale. See, and all of you guys, like, that's what happened. So, with the scientific aspect, really? Wow, that's cool.
What?
She's a Virgo and no traits are right for me.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
We have Gemini,
Maybe you're
Capricorn.
borderline. Maybe she's borderline.
Yeah, when's your birthday? Huh?
Maybe she's borderline and you're more what the other one is.
Maybe. What is your birthday? September 11th. Oh, your birthday's coming up. That's awesome.
It's the day after our anniversary.
No, I think September 11th, like, well, I think it runs from, like, the 20th to the 20th. So, yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Pisces women.
Pisces women
will love you until the end, no matter how bad you've hurt them. They're very observing, and they can spot your BS from a mile away. They're very seducing and captivating. I totally read that wrong on camera. They love like no other sign. In fact, their sign gives the best love. They are very blunt. Their mouths are deadly weapons. They are overthinkers, generous people, and beyond wise. They are naturally beautiful, and they have beautiful souls. Is that right?
Yeah. The words,
right.
cutting, deadly. Now read Aries.
All right, hold on.
See, my mom's a Taurus. Me and her clash because our signs are so close together. See, and again, you start looking at Pisces and Aries. Like, she's a water sign, I'm a fire sign. Maybe that's why we balance each other out. She cools me down. She relaxes me, chills me, and I light a fire in her ass.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Aries man. He has a spontaneous and fun side to him, but may seem too serious at first. Fact. He can be quite the talker and hates being interrupted.
I don't shut up, see?
Fact. In love, he's protective of his mate and may have a higher sex drive than others. Fact. He likes to do things to make his mate happy. He's driven and not afraid to go after what he wants. He may have trouble with emotional availability. Fact.
Well, see, but that
emotional availability.
But see,
not so
that's where I'm off.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm comfortable. I'm like, Hashtag circa facts. Hashtag circa facts. So that's where you play all this whole Mercury retrograde, and that's why I'm like, yeah, it affects. You know, and now like because I know about it, I'm more careful with like situations that are coming up and how I'm going to react with them because I've experienced like the breakdown of it.
He had the breakdown in January and hurt some friends and was a real asshole that month.
Fact.
And then when I found out about Mercury retrograde through like Tumblr somewhere, I found out about it, and then we matched the dates in January, and when the situation happened was when Mercury retrograde was happening. So then it had an explanation.
Time, good luck at work.
And then, peace out. And then we matched what kind of trouble you'd be in, because there's like websites out there that will tell you what will happen or what to expect this Mercury retrograde. And so we did that. And
good night. It'll be on YouTube.
Yeah. And night. And exactly what happened, like it said something about like watch your mouth because your words can hurt your friends and like all this crap. It was everything that happened. And so that's why we're believers about Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, it's a trip. It's one of those again, like because there's science behind it that I'm like, oh, okay, shit's about to pop off.
Do you believe in the upside down? That's science.
It's something else. Well, we'll talk about that in another element.
What?
Squints.
Oh yeah, I know.
For those watching, what Stranger Things?
Is that how I smiled?
Yeah, that is so funny. Yeah, Stranger Things is freaking amazing. We'll talk about it later. We'll break it down in detail. Hopefully more people have watched it, so there's no like spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for next season either. So that's Mercury retrograde. So if you feel like you're a bit moodier, or your
phone sucks, or work sucks, or someone at work is being moody, or your parents are being extra dickish, it's all Mercury retrograde.
What's that song? Blame it on the Mercury retrograde.
So it doesn't last forever.
It's till the 20th of September.
The 22nd. You don't get to pick when you're going to feel well or feel like shit. It all picks for you. So don't try to fight it. Just go with the flow.
That's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you've been more aware, read up more on it, and then situations that are coming, like you maybe handle them a little differently.
Lesson learned. Yes.
Do you ever feel like a planting bag? What is that? Plastic.
Do I ever feel like a plastic bag?
No.
No.
I think she's getting like text of the definition of the plastic bag. So the last topic for tonight, because we're at 1:03, is back to school. So we started with that.
Jesus.
So back to school for us is Thursday, which is exciting. Our kids go back. I think they get over it too.
Dance. Do dance. I'm so excited.
They get over it too. I think being at home and like breaking the routine again, like Cindy says, we're really like creatures of routine. We try to be as much as we can. It keeps us sane.
That's a bad angle. Look at it. That's so bad.
What's a good angle?
This. You tilt up until you look skinny.
I can't.
You don't tilt down because then you see that.
I can't do it. My charger won't allow it. So back to school is a good time for parents all around. One of our neighbors, we were hanging outside. The kids were playing, and what happened?
Oh, she was like, oh, the kids go back to school next week, and I was coming out of the house, and I was like, yay! She starts laughing, and I was like, my kids go back for 6 hours. Oh yeah, selfie stick, good idea. I go, my kids go to school for 6 hours, and she was like, oh my god, you're so lucky. And so we both started laughing, and she was like, I thought I was the only mom that felt like this. I was like, girl, no. All us mamas are happy that the kids go back to school, and that is not a fucking lie. And it doesn't take away that we don't miss the babies, and it doesn't take away that we don't love the babies. We just need mama time back. That's what it is. And they need to be children again and not get scolded at and yelled at every minute and a half for being bad. They need to go to school and learn and be friends and make friends and all that shit and all that cute shit that we get to keep.
Yeah. So that happens, and we're excited. I think again, Tula's more of the emotional aspect. So her aspect of like, okay, I'm done being at home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm done like not having our routine of getting up, going to school, getting home, doing stuff, going to the gym, going to sleep. Like a regular routine.
Our daily routine.
She's over it.
She's over not having it back.
Yeah.
Because she tells us all the time, she's so excited for school. Like, so excited. And she's always been. We just got on the time hop that she started preschool. And on the description, when she started preschool, 4 years ago, it said like she didn't even cry. She didn't cry for us. She was like, bye, peace out. Since day one. She loves school.
Yeah. So, with Izzy starts kindergarten. And that one's going to be I'm
a little worried for
different. She's got a lot stronger attitude, more of like, hey, you know what, I do whatever the fuck I want
and
attitude.
It's really hard to handle her on your own, even as a pair. And she's got to deal with 20 some other kids with probably half of them with the same attitude, so I'm a little worried.
But that's what happens. She sounds like your son. How old's your son? They're excited. They got their backpacks, their lunch boxes. 5, yeah. See, Izzy's going on 6. Yeah, 5 going on 6 in February. Starting kindergarten.
Is he a second or a first child born?
They got.
He's the second. That they're all like that.
They got their outfits set.
First.
They got
and your
their
second will be super mellow and emotional like Tula.
And you're done drinking. So we're excited. The school, it's also cool for us because they have a program called Adventures in Art, and we're excited to start it. This year it's going to be cool because both of us are going to do it. She's going to do Izzy's class, and I'm going to do Tula's. And what it is they do 5 projects throughout the year. You go to City Hall, and no, because I think you're okay there.
Yeah.
You go to City Hall and you take a class, and they explain to you like the project. Like, can you grab the box troll?
Yeah.
Like last year I did it for Tula's class, and it's awesome, you know, because they don't have art. So we did the box troll last year, which was really, really rad. So you use clay. They teach you how to use the clay, how you're going to teach the kids, and then you show them, and you take the class one day and you teach them. They give you all the supplies. So this year she's going to do it with Izzy for kindergarten, and I'm going to do it for Tula for first. And what's cool is because we're
different grades.
Yeah, no, and we're docents. Like, I'm able to assist her and then Shirley will be able to assist me.
Yeah, because it'll be at separate times because they're kinder and first.
But like, we don't find out the classes till Wednesday, till 2 days from now.
What classes?
What classes they have?
No.
And
not till the day before.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we like last year, Tula was in a split class, kinder first, where they might be in a split class this year.
They actually might be in the same classroom,
which is pretty cool, but
I don't know if I'm okay with it though.
Why?
Because they do so better when they're separated. They fight a lot when they're together. And Tula,
like to
Tula
press buttons.
Tula loves her freedom, and Izzy loves it too. She loves having her own friends. So I don't know how I feel about it. So we'll see. I mean, I won't be against it if it happens either, but
it's like one of those things like what they give us a class the day before, so it's exciting. So that's our week in a nutshell. That's what we're preparing for this week. On Saturday, it's our actual 11-year anniversary. And see, but they are closed. Like Tula and Izzy, like they're closed.
They just fight all the time.
They just
kids.
Close enough that they know how to pick each other's buttons or push each other's buttons. You know?
I know they're gonna be close when they grow up. I'm not worried about that. It's just they fight a lot. So I'd prefer for them to be separated. So when the time that they do have together, they're actually getting along and loving each other and getting to know each other instead of just getting on each other's nerves.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they fight for a reason. No, they fight for no reason sometimes too.
No fucking reason.
You're right. How apart are you two? So yeah, our anniversary is on Saturday, which is 11 years.
Hooty hoo.
It's a trip. 4 years apart.
Oh damn! And the girls are only 14 months.
Yeah.
Irish twins.
So yeah, it's fun. It's been a fun 11 years.
And it's only getting funner. Is that a word? Funner? More fun.
Well, someone asked talk about your new rings. You know, it's funny. I left mine in the shower.
Deeply offended.
I left mine in the shower. We've never worn rings before in 11 years. And we decided, like, hey, you know what? Let's wear rings. And right now we're wearing the Quelo rings, which are training rings. So they're not like...
They're silicone.
Yeah.
Watch.
Cindy and I feel the same way when my girlfriend forgets hers.
Better.
Can you get my ring, please? Yeah, I left it in the shower. I forgot. It's one of the things. It's so different. I mean... The reason why we got tattooed originally was because I don't ever wear jewelry, and I don't lose it. That's me and my wife, where since we're always out traveling, and I broke my original one at work. Man, how'd you break it at work? What was it? So see now, like I have the little camo one. She's got the pink one. They're very comfortable. I do everything with them.
It was weird at first though because we don't wear jewelry, but.
It's still weird. Like I'll play with it, but then again, I have like little nervous tics like with jewelry. When I had my plugs, I would play with my plugs or my lip rings or now this ring. My nipple rings, I play with them sometimes, but for other reasons. Whoa!
Relax.
Got excited. I'm sorry. No, they don't.
No.
Like.
I mean, at first, you catch moisture and stuff, but then after a while, that little wrinkly ring that you get around it, it ends up just going away.
Yeah, they're very comfortable. Like, you don't collect a lot of moisture, which is cool. Like, there's points where I'll pull it up after I wash my hands and just kind of make sure it's wiped down, and then we're fine. We're good to go.
Yeah.
I'd suggest it for anyone. Will we get, like, actual rings? Yes, I believe that's where we're headed. Not expensive at all. Really cool. One of our
30.
Yeah, one of our favorite stores in Vegas is called the Fight Store. They sell them there, so give them a call. They're awesome.
But you can get them on the website too.
I think on the website they're more expensive, to be honest with you.
And like sometimes they have like special ones that like are for breast cancer awareness and stuff like that. So it works. It's cool.
I'm a size 10 and I've been a size 10 and she was a 6. You got the box compactor, I think, caught it.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's gnarly, dude.
Hell no.
Yeah. See, I work with boxes. I unload trucks and stuff like that, or whatever.
So when we do get rings,
it's good.
Are you still gonna wear that one?
I think I'd wear this one to work and to train, and then like regular ring on
That's
non.
day.
Yeah.
You're at work half the day.
So like I'd wear this mostly, kind of like when I wear my watch. Like I like watches, and I have really nice watches, and I'll wear just when we're going out, looking fancy, trying to get laid. But that is all. That's what's going on. We're going to try to do these every 2 weeks. My sister is a nurse and never wears her normal wedding ring anymore. Does she wear these? See, everybody wears these now just because they're so easy. You don't damage them. Yeah, see? So every 2 weeks, 9:30, Monday nights, sell me your Jeep. No. Yeah, they're non-conductive. Yeah. The Jeep is the Jeep, and I have visions for the Jeep. So we're keeping the Jeep.
You got all offended.
No, I didn't. I didn't get offended.
No. How dare you? It's like they asked for Tula or something.
Well, how much do you think we'd get for Tula? I'm just kidding. I'll make more Jeep serape for the Jeep.
Yeah.
So every 2 weeks, Monday nights, 9:30, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it going, so we do that, dude. Believe me, I tell her all the time. The only thing right now, like I told you, that gets to me, the Jeep and the Bronco can travel together. The only thing that gets to me is I get 6 miles to the gallon, and I couldn't travel to Sequoia. I fill every like.
You did the math the other day. It was
yeah.
$500.
Yeah, like we're like, all right, let's take it to Vegas. And Vegas, it's 3 there, 3 back, so that's 3 fill up, 60. That's 180. It's 360 for the round trip. I'm like, what? No, can't do that now. But I'll get there. I gotta carburate it and stuff like that correctly. So Mondays, 9:30, we'll have topics. Dang, look at this. He's all set. He'll rebuild the carb and get us going. Good night. Thank you guys for watching. Follow us on I Love Zomby on Instagram, on Twitter, Periscope, YouTube. Subscribe when you can't watch. If there's like big things going on with Zombie Girl Designs, so follow Zombie Girl Designs. If you're on Tumblr, follow my Tumblr. What's my Tumblr? Sex is fun. Fuck it. Yeah. That's my Tumblr. And then something huge coming up is the Neverlanders social charity. The Chalk Walk comes out, or the Chalk Walk? The Chalk Walk happens October 30th. So right now we're gonna start doing auctions. If you want to participate,
red stuff, y'all.
If you want to participate, become part of the charity. Just go to the page, Neverlanders social charity. And you'll be able to join in and help out. You know, it's a great organization. It's our 4th year doing it, 3rd year doing it. And it's cool. We've raised between the last 2 years, I think it was like 15,000, 16,000. Man, all these hearts are going up my nose. Who's got poop hearts? Where's their poop hearts?
Brown hearts. Poop hearts.
So, that's a lot. It's a mouthful. You guys are awesome. Awesome for hanging out with us on Labor Day, listening to us rant. Oh, snaps! Poopy poop. Listening to us rant, listening to us talk, hearing our thoughts, how we feel, what we think. Some of you guys might agree, some of you guys might disagree. If you guys like have any questions or just whatever, follow us on the Instagram, and you know we're always chatting it up there. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Remember, drive fast with your eyes closed. Fuck the galaxy.
Wait, Cash
Later.
is growling.
She heard.
Peace out.
She heard. Fuck the galaxy. She's asleep. All right. Good night, guys. See you guys later. Can you stop recording over there?
Stop broadcast.
Oh wait, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right here.
Right there.
Stop right there.
Yeah, and
That
stop
one.
record.